What did the Bureau of Consular Affairs say about the movement of family-sponsored and employment-based visas in 2022? The good news is that USCIS is doing all that it can to make use of the available numbers and is on track to approve more adjustment of status applications next month than in any other month since 2005. The bad news is that there will likely be no movement in any employment dates at the start of the year and no movement in family dates for the coming 3 to 6 months, with a few exceptions that we will discuss right now. For those who don't know, Charlie Oppenheim, who is the chief of visa control for the Department of State, held a live stream to address the visa backlog and set expectations for fiscal year 2022. He said that with the exception of Mexico and the Philippines, he does not expect family dates to advance in the first 3 to 6 months. And each of the family preference categories have advanced to the point where there are enough qualified applicants to use all of the available numbers under the next fiscal year's limits. For employment-based visas, USCIS has scheduled interviews in September for more than 30,000 applicants in an attempt to use the surplus numbers before the end of 2021, which is highly unlikely. The employment limit for fiscal year 2021 was 65% higher than the previous year, but there has been no increase in staff to speed up processing, resulting in a surplus of employment numbers that will go unused. Charlie said that as of today, all the employment dates have been advanced as far as possible, and there will not likely be any movement in the month of October. And unfortunately, only a fraction of those with final action dates for September will have their cases adjudicated by the end of the month. Charlie emphasized that he has been advancing the dates as though the pandemic never occurred, trying to maximize the numbers based on the annual limits. In most years, USCIS and the Consular Bureau are able to use around 98% of the annual limits, so they're efficient at what they do. This is not a normal year, though, and they cannot control the conditions around the world that impact processing. So, just like the pandemic has affected your ability to go to a restaurant or to the gym, it is also affecting the reopening of consular posts around the world and the consequent visa interviews. I conducted a poll asking which type of visas everyone is interested in, and it sounds like most of you are waiting on family-sponsored green cards. If you are waiting for a priority date to become current, leave me a comment below and let me know which category you're waiting on. In addition to this news, I wanted to quickly mention that on Tuesday, August 24th, the House of Representatives passed the $3.5 trillion budget, which includes a pathway to citizenship for eligible immigrants. As you might recall from my previous video, the resolution includes $107 billion to provide legal permanent status to certain undocumented immigrants. We don't know yet who will be eligible, but there is speculation that this will include undocumented children, TPS holders, farm workers, and dreamers. If all Senate Democrats can agree on the bill, then they will be able to pass it without Republican support. Lawmakers have until September 15th to submit their detailed legislation, at which point we will know more details. By the way, it took me a while to summarize all these important immigration points, so please take a second to like this video and support the growth of my channel. For those of you who want to hear more about Charlie, I will leave a link in the description below for his live stream. I will also continue to bring you updates on the Visa Bulletin and important immigration news. So if you haven't yet subscribed, then be sure to do so next. And if you haven't yet seen this video, click here to watch it. I'll see you there.